Hello, my name is Shirley Self and I'm here to talk astrology. And today I wanted to show you a chart of a moon phase 19. This is Tom Brady. He was born August 3rd, 1977 at 11:48 a.m. and in San Mateo, California. So, he's a Leo. His sun is in Leo conjunct Saturn. And the sun overpowers that Saturn. The sun is the most power. The sun rules the Leo, so the sun rules the Saturn. And so what that Saturn does is give him ambition and longevity and stick-to-itiveness. He's got a Mercury in Virgo. It's exalted in Virgo. He's got a Uranus in Scorpio, and Uranus is exalted in Scorpio. He's got the chart ruler is this Venus up here at 1 Cancer, unaspected. The only aspect she's got is she's conjunct Jupiter, and this is very good fortune, and the power of anticipation, of intuiting what's going to happen. And that is also shown by this Mercury-Uranus sextile right there. It gives him powers of intuition. I know what they're going to do. I know what they're going to do. The power of anticipation. He's got this grand trine in fire. The Sun, Moon, and Neptune. And because the Neptune is in there, it's very protective of the Sun and the Moon, which is very nice for somebody who's playing football to have, is this evasiveness. And notice the evasiveness here. The Neptune is in opposition to the Mars, and that's an applying, a waxing square, so it is very in play. And the Mars is conjunct Fortuna. This is, you might say, very fortunate, positive energy up there in the 8th house, the powerhouse. He's got the positive energy. He's got protection because of the Neptune, etc. He's got this devious. This is deviousness. The Mars, Mercury, Neptune T-square is just deviousness, and that's good because he's got this Moon Pluto opposition, and that's dangerous for head injuries. I mean, the Moon is in the 6th house of illness, injury, and the Pluto is in the 12th house, if I didn't see that coming. But he does see it coming, and is born with devious T-square has helped him to survive this long. Plus, he works really hard. Trust that Sun, Saturn, it's willing to do the work. It is willing to do the work, do hard work. Why? Well, he has a real desire to be loved. His leading planet is the planet that rules the chart. Actually, the Mercury rules the chart because let's run through this. The Venus rules the ascendant, but the Moon rules the Venus. The Mars rules the Moon. Mercury rules the Mars, and Mercury is exalted. So, but that Venus in leading the Sun, he does. He wants to be. He wants to make it big. He wants to make it big. The Venus-Jupiter conjunction, and he has. He has. He's a phenomenon. He's. People are talking about this may be the best quarterback that has ever lived, but we're. During these times we have an enormous amount of phenomenal athletes. That just boggle the mind. And he is one of them. He is one of them. He's the moon Pluto thing makes him obsessive, which is kind of nice because it makes him obsessive for his health. He's obsessive about his health. Because of the psychic nature of this connection, notice it's got the nodes, and this is 12th house, 6th house, is that he can sense danger coming. And so he can take advantage of what's happening in the environment. He's very hooked to change, very connected to, he's mobile, he's facile. He can change with events. That's this. He must change with events. And I'm not saying football is terribly fast-moving, but it must feel like that down there on the field. So a moon phase 19. This up here, this is the will, this is the mask, this is his creative genius, and down here's his body of fate. The creative genius up there, that's his inspiration. That's his goal, virtually, and it leads the sun. So for two different reasons why that Venus-Jupiter conjunction is very, very important to him. So he wants to be wined, dined, and loved. He's had, in order to do what he has done, he's had to give up virtually a perfect life. This guy lives a very structured life. I'm sure it's full of glamour and all that, but he takes care of himself. He must. In order to survive this long, he's got a powerful Saturn. Like Queen Elizabeth II, she's got a Saturn in Scorpio right on the midheaven. I ain't turning loose of this. You'll have to pry it from my cold, dead hands. And Tom Brady has a similar grip on his job. The moon phase 19 is where power comes together in the air quarter. Power, the moon and the sun come together, and the power is turned to a specialty by a moon phase 19. The big issue with them, is winning. They have to win, and they will do. They can lie, cheat, steal, etc. in order to do that. Yeats called moon phase 19 the unfaithful, because they're so willing to abandon their morals and ethics in order to win. And it's that important to them. And Brady has been known for a few minor infractions, like Deflategate, when he deflated his footballs just a little bit to get a better grip on it. So this is in virtually an intuitive genius here, this Mercury sextile. Notice that it is a partile sextile. It's very powerful, very powerful. Let's see, anything else? You remember the reason a moon phase 19 is so powerful. Let's look at the picture here, is because moon phase 18 gave up the ideal life in order to focus all that power on a specialty. And so the ideal life is abandoned here in order to focus that power into some endeavor. And 19 up here is in the Scorpio sign, in the Cancer decadent, and it's on the and moving into the Sagittarius sign, Sagittarius decadent. And I was just looking at this chart here and how we've got the Scorpio, we've got the Cancer, and we've got the Sagittarius, and they're all incredibly important to this chart. So what else did I want to tell you about? I guess that's about it. He's a very powerful man. Let's see how much longer he lasts, because he's having, you know, the Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter are all running through here. The Jupiter, I think, was opposed to this up here when he won his last Super Bowl. But Saturn is getting ready to, I think Saturn is opposing the Sun right now, and Jupiter is opposing the Saturn. That's not bad. You get Jupiter opposing the Saturn, go for it. It's just opportunity. So, so that's Tom Brady. I have a feeling that he is a very conservative, a Republican, because Republicans seem to be ruled so much by Saturn, fear of a lack. And he's got the leading planet here is the Venus, which is conjunct Jupiter, which takes a tremendous amount of pleasure in being wealthy and lionized and adored. Lionized, that's what he is, and that's what he loves. And it's worth all the sacrifices he's made for it, I think. According to him, anyway. So that's a very powerful chart. You can look for success in a chart. Just look for rulerships and exaltations, because because those give power to the planet itself, and help you along. Everything else has to learn how to deal with, you know, you get a planet in its fall or its detriment. It's got something to apologize for. I mean, it's just not very good at what it's doing, and it takes a long time to get caught up. And whereas you get a planet in its rulership or its exaltation, it knows what it's doing, and is competent. So here's a very competent quarterback. He's also a very devious quarterback, and will not hesitate to bend the rules to win. But that's a 19 for you. Anyway, I hope you're well. I hope you're wearing your mask and getting vaccinated, and telling the people you love that you love them, because they need to know that right now. Take care. Bye-bye.